Brian Davis races, and you can too. This channel is all about growing our sport, our knowledge, and our fitness. And today I'm going to explore a myriad of ways to get training peaks to work with Zwift. Turn on Trainerroad, connect it as you normally would with Trainerroad. Turn on Zwift, just make sure it's connecting via Ant Plus, and then be sure you turn off controllable. And now Trainerroad is in charge of my trainer, so it will adjust that. And Zwift is just along for the ride. So I'm going to move the laptop over to the bike, so I will be able to run my phone and my laptop. And I actually freeze up the Apple TV to watch whatever I want if I so choose. Another tactic that I found was to use something called a Bluetooth bridge. And there's two main ways to accomplish this. The 4I heart rate bridge converts Ant Plus signal to Bluetooth. There's also another one called NPE BLE bridge, and DC Rainmaker and Shane Miller's channel have a lot more information than me on that, so I'll leave it up to them. I never bought those items. This time we're going to change the game a little bit. We're going to try getting Ant Plus to connect to Trainerroad from the Smart Trainer, and then we're going to use Bluetooth to connect to Zwift through the Apple TV. And that's my setup, and that's really what I was trying to figure out when I was starting this journey, is how do I get it to show up on Apple TV and use Trainerroad smoothly and efficiently. So in any event, you need this item. This is the Wahoo Key. So this is an Ant Plus receiver for iPhone. Now in order to make this work, because it's the old 32 pin, you need to have this item, which is a 32 pin to Lightning converter. Okay. Now ERG mode is working in Ant Plus through Trainerroad. Update, it didn't work. I was wrong. The Ant Plus is actually still not controlling ERG mode. So, I don't know. The problem that I was running into is that I cannot seem to get Ant Plus FEC to take hold of my trainer using Trainerroad if I turn on Bluetooth headphones, and I'm not going to ride without Bluetooth headphones. So that's that. Now, my little workaround, which I think is probably the best solution if you do want to combine Trainerroad and Zwift, and it is by far the easiest solution, is to run everything through the laptop. I'd like to give a shout out to Lee, who races for VeloCause in Wisconsin. He messaged me his solutions for this problem. He was able to get this to work on PC super easy, and on Mac he had to do a little bit of trick. The trick is you need to go into your system preferences and hide all taskbars automatically. And that will allow, and then minimize the Trainerroad app. So Trainerroad has a maximize minimize setting. So click on minimize that, and then you can move the Zwift window as big or as small as you want it. The Trainerroad window is a little more locked down. So a couple other advantages of this setup is it totally frees your phone to listen to Bluetooth headphone music. You can use the companion app to communicate to people. So there's a lot of advantages to this setup, and it works flawlessly. The trainer is under control. Trainerroad is controlling my trainer, and Zwift is just reading the power. So I think this is the easiest way to get it done on a laptop. The Apple TV thing, there's one or two videos on YouTube, but they kind of skip over the Wahoo Ant Plus thing, and it doesn't really connect. It doesn't catch the FEC part of Ant Plus, or at least I can't figure it out in my particular setup. A Magnus trainer with an iPhone 8 or whatever it is. Just cannot seem. I can get the Ant Plus, I can get it to read, but I can't get it to take control of the trainer via Trainerroad on Ant Plus. And I have checked everything. Everything's up to date. Read some articles from DC Rainmaker. Just can't figure it out. So, Zwift companion app, Trainerroad on my Mac, Zwift on my Mac, YouTube on my Apple TV. I said this in the last video, but that's mass distraction. Probably too much distraction, but I'm going to try it today to see how it goes. And then I'll pair things out, because I think I do lose my brains when I'm watching this and I get distracted too easily and forget to focus on the workout. But today's workout's super easy, so shouldn't be a big deal. Okay, here's yet another method on getting Zwift and Trainerroad to work together. You can go and figure out your Trainerroad workout for the day or week or however often you want to do this, and then go rebuild that workout in the in the Zwift custom workout builder. So you will log into Zwift, go into the workouts tab, and then select create your own. It's at the bottom of the screen, and then you'll go through and try to recreate these things. It's actually pretty fun to do because all the workout sections are in blocks in Zwift, although this video is timed at 4x speed, so it definitely takes some futzing to get it to work. You can add even text messages or reminders to yourself to create this custom workout directly within Zwift. The downside of that is it's not portable, so if you bother building all these in Zwift, you can't really take them anywhere. So I guess if it were me, you should probably build these Trainerroad lookalike workouts in Training Peaks if you're using that, and then you can be a little bit more flexible with what you do with it other than building it in Zwift. So when I'm done here, I will show you what this will look like, and then I'm going to walk through a second way to get workouts into Zwift from other platforms. You cannot get Trainerroad workouts directly into Zwift. Okay, option number 2 here, I found it was actually easier to go to Strava. Training Peaks says that they have an export button, but I could not find it on any of my workouts, even old ones I did with a true power meter, because there's an issue potentially with not having power. It won't allow you to do erg mode or something like that. But you can see in this little video I go through and try to grab a Trainerroad workout that I did recently and completed from Zwift, or from Strava rather, but it would not export that file type. So maybe those two guys are friends and are not allowing that to take place, which is fine, but that's the case. So then I just went back to a ride this summer, which is kind of cool. I thought this was a neat feature anyway. So you can go grab a workout that you've done in the past, download that file as a GPX, use this tool called whatsonzwift.com, go over to GPX to Zwift, or ZWO file, and then you'll just drop your GPX file in that converter, download the file, and then pay attention here, because once you get the downloaded file, you have to go into the Zwift program folders, go into the workouts, and then add that file into your workouts folder on your Zwift app. And that ZWO file will then show up in Zwift the next time you open it. So I know that sounds like a lot, and you can slow this video down to figure it out. So again, you will download. So this other bonus tip, you can go into these workout plans on whatsonzwift.com, and there's pre-formatted programs from people other than Zwift, and you can download all sorts of free workouts that I think could be better. So this one from GC Coach, you can go down there and just download that file. You could download all those files and load them up into that Zwift folder, and then all those ZWO files will show up the next time that you log into Zwift under the training app. You can see those are under your custom workouts, and you can pick those out. So one way to do it, you can see I made one, the first one I built, I put the day. So you could design all these by day, but oh my gosh, what a pain in the butt. So overall, what are my thoughts on combining Zwift with Trainerroad? Well, for me and my particular setup, it's really not worth all the effort. If it were me and I didn't YouTube or didn't feel the need to have both of these things in my life, I wouldn't mess around with trying to combine the two. Now, I do wish some of the workouts from Trainerroad could convert over to Zwift, but they don't seem interested in allowing that to happen. And I do wish Zwift would step up their game on getting good training options built into the program. There's been some videos lately about how random the Zwift workouts are, and I have to agree, they are all over the place. It's hard to imagine them doing much compared to how relentlessly consistent the TrainerRoad workouts are. So the hard part for the consumer in this is you have a lot of fun and racing opportunity with Zwift, and you have a lot of training benefit with TrainerRoad. And these two things don't seem to be getting along too well with each other at the moment, but that leaves us with a decision. Which one are you going to do? For my vote, I would encourage you to just pick one and stick with it. This hopscotching around between one to the other, it just doesn't seem worth it. In all these workouts, I spent a lot more time fussing with technology than fussing with my fitness, and that's not really a good thing. So if you like what I had to say today, please tickle the thumb. And what's your takeaway on the amount of distraction that you deem appropriate?